friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be planning in my teacher planner, but I wanted to show you this past week because for some reason I keep having technical difficulties getting the teacher planner uploaded. So last week I kind of was able to write in some like general lesson plans. I used my power lists. I have a to-do list, a running to-do list here that I can add to my power list, and all of that fun stuff. So I did kind of a nice fall feels type deal since it was the first week of fall. And now we're moving on to October. And I've already written some things in because there's just things that once they come up, if I don't write them down, I will forget. So I need to make sure that they are ready to go. And I think this week I'm going to be using my new jewel tone kit I got from Coffee Planner Mom. And I'm sure you're all shocked and surprised about this. So we're going to kind of go through these, and I don't even know how to put it into words, guys. My schedule changed again. It's been a little frustrating, only because it seems like we're all stressed. And there are just stressors that some people feel are more important than others. And that's kind of how I feel this went down. Maybe I'm wrong. True confessions of a music teacher, guys. But it just feels like it's just been kind of frustrating lately. But that's okay, because we're going to go into this next week with a positive attitude. I'm very excited that I get to start Minds and Motions back up again. It's something that I'm very happy that I voiced that I wanted to do a few years ago, and started doing and kind of helping out with. So now I'm glad that I voiced that opinion early on, because that means I get to continue doing things that, I think are important for the kids. Sorry, like I said, it's been last week was a rough week. And so I just wanted to make sure that, I don't know, I should get to planning. There probably are no more words for it. So over here, we're gonna use, let's use an important sticker on the sidebar, because I need to remember now with Minds and Motions, and I'll talk to you a little bit more about what Minds and Motion is, but I need to know which week we are on, because what's happening is each teacher is getting twice a month, 20 minutes in this obstacle course for less. That's not exactly what it is, but that's the closest thing I can call it. But it's to help kind of do some of those motor skill type things that really help with reading, and like it's the things that help with the skills that kiddos are missing out on. Part of it is just because of technology, and there's nothing wrong with technology, but we've noticed as years have gone on that technology has done what it does. Like, we're not using our eyes and our brains and our muscles the same way we used to. And I think we're gonna use, this is hard because I really like this kit, and I'm like, do I want to use that sticker or not? We are gonna use that sticker because I like the waves and it looks like breathing. So for me, with usually there's like 15 different activities in this obstacle course, but for me, what I'm going to do is we're going to start with like 5 to make sure they really understand it, and it's also the 5 we don't have to wipe anything down on, and that's really important to me. So we're going to write down Blue Week so that we know. And Blue Week means that on Monday, I wrote it down because I have a little half sheet now with my new schedule on it. I am so glad I picked up these like little half sheet happy notes. So on Monday from, is that correct? 11:55. I have it on my iPad too, because I know I'm gonna miss something, and I don't like feeling that way. Yes, okay. I just want to make sure I wrote it down right. 55, I have first grade, and then on Wednesdays, I will have from at 10, we'll have 2L, so second grade, and then at 10:25, I'll have 2H, and that'll help me remember that those are the things that are currently changing. I'm sure there will be more changes, and you just got to roll with the punches, but it's getting tricky. It's getting difficult. But it's okay. There was a lot of good things. Let's talk about the good things that happened last week. I had a kiddo jump in on a Zoom. I haven't been live Zooming particularly, but he jumped in, and he was so excited to be in music class that I feel like I'm gonna have to start doing some more live Zooms, just because he was so excited, and I just that gave me so much happiness. All right, I was gonna say, do we have any? We do. There's the dots. I was gonna do a dot for CPR training. So if you've watched my catch-all video, if you haven't, you should go check it out. I have CPR training this week, and well, I missed the first one that I had signed up for, only because I wrote down the wrong time, and I ended up, was gonna be an hour late. Luckily, I checked my phone and someone had texted me, so I didn't actually have to drive the 40 minutes out to where CPR training was. So that makes me happy. Let's get a to-do list going, because in the mornings, I have kind of a chunk of time that I want to use for filming. So let's do this is where I have the hard decisions, because I love all of these stickers. But I also have, like, I grabbed her Simplistic Kit too, because there's some quotes there that I think could be helpful for this week as well. So I kind of grabbed a couple different things. So we'll have some muted stuff as well. Maybe we use, ooh, I have a layering idea. Layering idea. And do I want to use, I have all of these guys. These I used for temperature checks early on. Now I just kind of write them in. So I might fast forward some of this babbling, guys. Third grade. Because I feel like these are just muted of what's already there. So let's use oh, bugaboo. Third grade. Second grade. And this is just for like a quick little overview, so that when I'm kind of prepping stuff in my room, I'm ready to go. Okay. And then we'll do green for 1 at the bottom. Another thing I did this week is, and I know this might sound silly, but I was kind of surprised how some of the kids found it challenging. One of my first grade groups I did dot to dots with, and they were of instruments and things like that, but I had noticed that, you know, because we're using technology so much, they kind of needed like a brain break. And I I had a couple kids say to me, well, I don't know how to get to the number 5. Like, they were on the number 4. And it was a tricky instrument to, like, follow, but they just really had a hard time with drawing the line from 4 straight up to 5 because 5 was so far away. So we'll probably keep doing some dot to dots just because clearly it's important. And that's a good thing to figure out. Like, I was not expecting that. Let's use this for 5th grade. Fifth grade. Fourth grade. And then here is, I'm just going to go back and forth. I kind of like the mix of this. Third grade. Looking at my Wednesday. First grade. This first grade's going to be a lot of fun because I have some Zoomies. One of the 4th grade teachers calls her virtual kids her Zoomies. And so I've kind of adopted that too. Now, the reason why I'm labeling all of these, I know, is because school started on a Wednesday, my Tuesday and Monday kids are kind of almost like a week behind. So I do like to write in because some classes get ahead and some classes get behind, and that's normal with anything. So I just want to make sure that I'm keeping track of who is where and what are we doing. And I like keeping the top boxes open for like some to-do lists. So I know it might be a little silly mixing the simplistic with the jewel tone, but I like having like some muted and some saturated, muted and saturated. It's a nice little pattern. Why not? And then Friday, we'll do second grade and first grade. So I'm going to speed this next part up, but I am going to write in what grade levels are what, so I don't forget, and the train's here. So that's our cue, right? Here we go. All right, I used for those of you who didn't see, it's my Papermate Ink Joy Gel. I thought, why not use kind of a nice jewel tony green to like bring things together here. Oh, goodness, bugaboo. Sharpie Dog is like, I hear the sounds because the windows are open, and I think I'd rather be outside. So we get a fence this month, which is super exciting. I don't think he's going to know what to do with himself. Like, we're still going to take him on walks and all that, but he will be so excited. I want to see if I can fit this guy here. I can. Awesome, because that kind of brings that together. So Minds in Motions, yes, it's an obstacle course. It is, I think it's a pretty neat, a neat concept about how to get kids to like eye track, and I have like kind of a personal experience with it because I'm going to throw out some big medical jargon here. Are you ready? Here we go. My mother was diagnosed with vestibular ocular reflex disorder. Yeah, I sound like I could be on a medical drama. dude, based on all the things that my mom and dad have, I probably could be on medical drama. But they, so that was right when I was learning about minds in motion, which works with your vestibular ocular. So for those of you who don't know where that is, it's a muscle that controls eye movement to your inner ear. So it's that balance stuff. So it's not quite vertigo, although my mother has that on top of it. So sometimes it's hard to tell which is which. So vertigo, it gives you that kind of feeling. Sometimes like it affects like motor function, especially in kiddos. And we're noticing it a lot because like when they're on a screen, it's not like reading a book where your eye tracks the words. Your eyes do something a little bit different, and it's because of the screen. There's nothing wrong with screen time. Please let me state that I understand we live in a technological world that we're gonna have to have screen time, and that's just how it is. But there's also that, you know, there's a trade-off, just like anything else. There is a trade-off for having that screen time, and it's important to realize that. So I'm just going back and forth between checklists here. I think I'm going to use this guy. No, I'm going to use him here. I would try to move him, but I know that that would be a horrible idea. So like one of the exercises we do in Minds and Motions, like we do something called the electric slide, and it is not the line dance, although I do love teaching that line dance. It's where they have to like face a wall and kind of walk sidestepping with their toes pointed towards the wall and their eyes. So they're using all of their peripheral vision to move. And kids have a really hard time with that. There's a skipping section. There's a stomping section because feeling that pressure in your heel is something that's a big deal. So that's what I'm doing with this whole blue week. Next week will be yellow week, and I'll see a different group of kids. So that's kind of important. All right, let's find some fun quotes to put over here. I was debating about the weekend banner, but I think I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait to do that. So this quote is actually from the Brights kit. Will it work? Oh, or we do the other ones. I mean, it's purpley, so it could work. I've got I Decide My Vibe, and we rise by lifting others. So I was laughing at Coffee Planner Mom's Instagram stories because her little boy, her little boy jumped in with talking about Minecraft. I love Minecraft. That's like another stress relief of mine. So I was cracking up listening to her little boy talking about Minecraft. You don't have to be perfect to be amazing. I want to save that. I think we're going to do We Rise by Lifting Others. And I think we're going to put it... Oh, no! Shh. Nobody saw that. I ripped it right there. Yes, I told you. I can't lie. This is something you should know about me. I can't lie. Or do we have a muted full box? Okay, this is where decision time comes. These have been kind of fun to like swap together. Okay, let's see if we can fix this. I'm sure it is not noticeable. So this one has like the yellow, purple, blue. Do we have something similar to that? I've got this one, but I think that's too... Maybe this one? Ooh, but this one has the green. That one. Done. Done. Boom. We're going to put it here. Here. We're also going to put a... I keep joking about the next week sticker. We're using the next week sticker. We're going to start using this next week sticker. All right. So I think that's going to be it for this video. I may do a separate video about how I plan, like, on music things. Maybe I'll also do a video of how I plan out minds and motions. That would be fun. But put in the comments below if there's either of those things interest you, or if you are a virtual learner who is trying to figure out how to get all this done. We've been doing in-person and virtual for many, many years now. Doesn't mean that things aren't stressful, as you could tell by this wonderful video, or that things don't change. But let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Catch me on Instagram. I'll see you guys in the next one.